is the start of our Behunin hike. The beginning here is Angel's Landing, heading up. This is the floor, so we really haven't begun the ascent yet. Here's some scenery just before we go up. Beautiful area. Now in this scene,
tripod too. It's like,
if you'll notice,
about that big.
you can hear my brother talk, and he's fine breathing with air.
The bendy legs?
Yeah.
No, I got the cheapest.
I'm huffing and puffing.
$6, $7.
We're now climbing Walter's Wiggles, and some girl just told us we're almost to the top. We still have about 6 or 7 hours to go before we even get done, so. And right now I'm not a big fan of Walter.
You'd be eating salty stuff.
That's good.
So what'd you think about Walter's Wiggles?
Walter was a sick man.
Walter's a bastard.
I agree.
Walter's Wiggles is a
Walter's
set of
not a kind man.
switchbacks approaching the top point of Angel's Landing. It's a pretty rough part of the hike.
Huh? Oh.
Welcome
to my life.
How did Dirty get his nickname anyway?
I don't know.
Just a dirty man.
Doesn't that have anything to do with the outhouses he just came from, does it?
Oh, check these hills for toilet paper.
Here's where we break off of Angel's Landing, or just shortly after. You can see Angel's Landing there in the distance. Note the breathing again.
Somewhere there. It's the top of Angel's Landing. It's hard to see in the viewfinder with the sun.
Conversation my brother and I had right before this scene
right
is, when you start these type of hikes, especially this one, Angel's Landing is a very popular hike, well traveled. Eventually you get to a point where you run into very few groups. In fact, this part of the trail, I think we ran into maybe 2 groups along the way. And then of course when we start our descent down to the canyon or towards the repels, I didn't see a soul for hours. That's kind of the fun part of these type of hikes. You're just out there alone, just with your buddies and with the group that you went with.
There's a reason I'm always in the back. I gotta make sure that they don't get lost, so I can keep an eye on and keep track of them. What words of wisdom would you have for us on this trip?
And then coming across, wrapping the waist, and then crossing back down here.
Bring
and then bringing it
extra
back
shirts.
Up, and then tying it
Two.
right here.
Your harness.
And
Not in any specific order now, mind you.
Although we were short one harness, we were able to improvise and make do with what we had. A little bit slower than what it normally would have been, but we were able to make it.
We've made it to all the uphill climbing. We start at 9:30. It's 12:30 now. Sitting about 3 hours in. High today is supposed to be up to 110, so it's been a pretty warm one. And then we'll start heading down this direction and start hitting some of the repels.
I can control this, you know.
Use your hands, Mike. Is that what Whitney tells you all the time? Use your hands.
Pretty nice, huh? Actually, it was. Impressive. Roll. Do the roll. Coming down.
Do the roll.
It's their first big drop off. Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me redo that.
Oh no, that was pretty good.
Not the most. I think it must have been the.
I think this is the second rappel. We did a rappel right before this, and then it sets you up. You can kind of see the pine tree in the left side of the screen there. You anchor to that, and then you drop over the edge. This actually puts you in a little area where it's been carved out by the water. It's created a little platform. The water has probably emphasized the platform.
Yeah,
and then you rappel again down to the floor of the canyon.
There's an alternate entry to Pine Creek.
Yeah.
Note the sun here. Look at the nice shadows being created by the bright sun. It's still pretty hot at this point. It stayed hot throughout, but right now, heading down into a slot canyon. Not too many worries. Weather report earlier didn't give us any concern, but things start to change as we get in here. The flash flood for this canyon is moderate, so it's not high, but it is moderate. It is occurring. It has occurred. And certainly you can see evidence of flash floods with the huge boulders stuck in there, the big trees. So it certainly does occur.
Wrap around the hands.
Yeah. Yeah, it was getting hot coming down there.
This is the rappel that you just saw. So we're anchored to that same pine tree. As he disappeared over the edge, this is about where you come out. So now we're sitting on a ledge, and we've got one more to go.
I think it's a little shorter than this one. Climbs you like 3 feet with this rope stretch and stuff.
One thing people may not realize is coming down, you cannot come down fast. You might be able to with a pair of gloves, but that rope gets extremely hot due to the friction that's created as you put your body weight on that, and the rope friction against itself and the gear. Even your gear coming down, by the time you hit the bottom, man, you can barely touch it without literally burning your hands. It's that hot.
Boy, my hands burn.
It's warm, huh? You can see that's why our descents are so slow here. It's just, it's hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, I probably went about a third the speed of you.
Yeah, me too. I was not going fast. Whew. Your gear creaking and popping?
Yeah, as the rope like folds over and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Made me nervous on the way down.
That is hot.
Because I heard a story about a guy whose gear was doing that.
Yeah.
And it was a stress fracture for me.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it was just the heat on this one.